हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू AK पाठशाला स्कूल से कंपटीशन तक। दिस वीडियो इज स्पेशली फॉर क्लास 10th स्टूडेंट्स who are going to appear in board exam. This is very important for them because in this video I will going to solve previous year question paper of mathematics. This is a good strategy to solve previous year question paper before exam. This is a like demo. How are you prepare for the exam? If you are lacking anything, you will be fix it. In this video, I will solve each questions with concept. So in your exam, if you face the similar question, then you can use the concept and solve this question easily and gain good marks. So this is for all class 10th students who really wants good marks in mathematics. So this is very important. Keep your notebook ready so you can make notes. Let's start. First of all, from where you can find the question paper, previous year question paper. So let's see. Just go open Google and search for CBSE previous year question paper. You will be see this website. Open the site. You will be see question paper for examination class 2025. Select class 10 and search here mathematics. Here you have two types of question, basic and standard. In this video, I'm going to solve mathematics standard question. So download them. The downloaded file will be zipped. You have to unzip them and then open the question paper. Question paper 3011 mathematics standard. I am going to solve this question. Here you can see the question set is one question paper code 3011. So let's just quick review of this question paper. Here you can see there are total 80 marks, 3 hours, and all these questions are divided in 5 sections, and each section has their own weightage, their own types. For example, section A is MCQ, section B is very short answer type question, C is short answer, D is long answer, and E is case study based. Each section does not carry equal marks. Section A carry 1 marks, B carry 2 marks, section C 3 marks, and so on. So be sincere about these sections and how do you want to obtain the marks. Here you have given till whenever required take pi 22/7 where required if not stated. जब तक कहा नहीं जाए पाई की वैल्यू 22/7 ही लेना है. In exam you will not use calculator, so in practice doing the previous question do not use calculator. Let's start section A. In this section, this is MCQ 20 question, MCQ multiple choice question. In this question you have to just select the correct answer of this question. You have given 4 options and you have to select correct answer. So let's start. Here I will not select only correct answer, but I will give you concept how to solve the question. So let's see. Here you have given alpha and beta are two zeros of polynomials 3x square plus 6x plus k. Just think and understand. You have click the point. This is a quadratic polynomial. Format of quadratic polynomial is ax square plus bx plus c, and if their zeros is alpha and beta, then sum of all zeros, that is alpha plus beta, is minus b by a. Product of zeros, that is alpha into beta, is c by a. So here compare this polynomial with a standard format. Then you will be find value of a is 3, value of b is 6, and value of c is k. So alpha plus beta minus b by a, it means 6 by 3, 6 upon 3. Alpha into beta is 6, minus b by a, so minus 6 by 3. Alpha into beta is c by a, c is k, a is 3. So alpha into beta gives you k upon 3. Now come to the next section of this question. Here you have given such that alpha plus beta plus alpha beta is equals to minus 2 upon 3. Here we have find the value alpha plus beta minus 6 upon 3. So this question is saying that minus 6 upon 3 plus alpha beta means k upon 3, value of k upon 3, this is equals to minus 2 by 3. You have to solve this question. Here you can see denominators are 3, 3, 3. So it will be cancelled if you go to solve these questions. And this gives you minus 6 plus k is equals to minus 2. K is equals to 6 minus 2, that is 4. Value of k, you have to find value of k. Value of k is 4. So correct answer is value of k is 4. Let's go for next question. Question number 2. Here you can see question number 2 is saying that x is 1, y is 2. Then solve pair of linear equations in two variables. If x and y, value of x and y are given, and saying that these are solutions of a equation, a given equations, it means substitute the value of x and y with the value, then it will be satisfied the equation. So put value 1 at place of x, 2 at place of y. It gives you 2 into 1 minus 3 into 2 plus a is equals to 0. If you solve this, this gives you 2 minus 3 to just 6 plus a equals to 0, and it gives you a is equals to 4. Similar, put the value of x, y in second equation, that is 2x plus 3y minus 4 equals to 0. If you substitute the value, it gives you 2 into 1, 2 plus 3 into 2, 6 minus b equals to 0. Here it will be equals to 6 plus 2 is 8, b go another side, it will be 8, b is equals to 8. Here a is 4, b is 8. So you can easily say 2 times of a gives you b. Select the correct answer. In the given options, the correct answer is option B. It has solved. Go for next. Be careful, after solving this question, must have to write correct option number with correct question number. If you don't mark correct answer with correct question, it will gives you 0 marks. So MCQ is not just solve the question, but smartness is to write correct answer with correct questions. Let's solve next question. Next question is the midpoint of a line segment joining point P and Q. What is the midpoint? Here in coordinate geometry, you know midpoint of a given line segment is whose endpoint are given. X is equals to sum of their x coordinates divided by 2. That means x1 plus x2 divided by 2. Midpoints y coordinate is equals to y1 plus y2 divided by 2. So do the same. Here you will be find minus 4 plus 4. Value of x1 is minus 4. Value of x2 is plus 4. Why? Because this is first point, this is second point. This is x, this is y. This is x, this is y. So first point x1, second point x2. This is minus 4 plus 4 divided by 2. This gives you 0. So here for midpoint value of x is 0. Solve next value of y. However, without going to find value of y, you can easily find this. How? Just see. But to calculate exact answer, solve value of y also. This gives you plus 5 plus 6. If you do plus 5 plus 6 divided by 2, this gives you 11 by 2. So value of y of the midpoint is 11 by 2. So what will be answer? Is this origin? No, never. Why? Because coordinates of origin is 0, 0. Here x is 0, but y is not 0. So origin is not answer. Is it x-axis? If it is x-axis, then x should be value of x must be something. Here value of x is 0. It means what? It means this is y-axis is the correct answer. How? If you go read this is coordinate geometry, this is y-axis, this is x-axis. if you put if this point is which is on x-axis, it means what? It means value of x is 0, not value of y. So here value of x is 0, it means this is y-axis. So question 3 correct answer is B. Solve next question. Question number 4. Theta is an acute angle. Yes, in class 10th always angle will be acute angle, but when you go to higher class, acute angle not necessary acute angle, they will be give conditions, then concept will be different. But now solve easily. Here you have given sin theta is acute, theta is acute, then 7 plus 4 sin theta is equals to 9. Solve. This is very easy to solve. How? Here you can write 4 sin theta is equals to 9. This plus 7 go another side, become minus 7. And if you solve this sin theta, 4 sin theta is equals to 9 minus 7 gives you 2, and this 4 go another side, divided by 2. Hence it gives you 1 by 2. So value of sin 1 for which theta, value of sin theta is 1 by 2. Keep remember the chart where the value of all trigonometric ratios are given. Sin theta, sin 30 degree gives you 1 by 2, sin 0 gives you 0. I have make a separate video how to memorize trigonometric ratios value. You can watch them. That will be very useful because it is must asked in exam in either form. So here theta is equals to 30 degree. Correct answer is option B. Next, let's solve next question. Question number 5. Here you have given tan square theta minus 1 by cos theta into sec theta. Here you have to remember tan theta, t is sine, tan theta is equals to sine by cos, and 1 by cos is equals to sec. It means sec and cos are reciprocal. So sine tan square can be written as sine square theta upon cos square theta minus 1 by cos, and this sec gives you 1 by cos. So if you multiply, this gives you 1 by cos square theta, and if you take LCM, this gives you cos square theta. This is sine square theta minus 1. Sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1. So sine square minus 1 gives you minus cos square theta. This is minus cos square theta upon cos square theta. If you do calculation, this gives you minus 1. So correct answer is minus 1, that is option number C. Next question. Here you have given that HCF and LCM of two numbers, that is 98 and 28. HCF is M, LCM is N. Then you have to find value of N minus 7M. So here first of all let's find HCF and LCM of 98 and 28. So do factorization, prime factorization. If you do prime factorization, this gives you 2 into 7 square. 7 7 ja 49, 49 2 ja 98. Next go for 28. 28 7 4 2 ja 20, 14 14 2 ja 28. That means 2 square into 7. Hence HCF, here HCF, you can say that HCF is equals to highest common factor, and LCM is lowest common multiple. So HCF will be 7 2 ja 14, 2 into 7, that is 14, and LCM will be 7 square in 2 square, 2 square in 7 square. Okay, here you can multiply, or you can without multiply you can also solve this. Here now go to find the values. Here your question is N minus 7M. What is N? N is LCM, and this is LCM. LCM is 2 square into 7 square minus 7M. 7M, value of M is 2 into 7. So here you can see 7 square both has common, you can find the, that's why I said you can either multiply or skip, because calculation will be easy. Here 7 square is common, here this is also 2 common, so this gives you 2 common, here this gives you remainder 2, and it all has common, so minus 1. 2 minus 1 gives you 1. So correct answer is 2 into 7 square. 7 7 ja 49, 49 2 ja 98. So correct answer is option number C, 98. Go for next question. Here this type question MCQ, just do rough work, find the correct answer and solve, put the mark, correct question with correct option. Next question is tangent drawn at the extremities of diameter of a circle. Let's draw a circle. This is a circle and diameter, this is a diameter. If you draw tangent to extremes, means this point and this point, if you draw a tangent, so tangent, this line will be tangent, so tangent is here, tangent makes 90 degree, another tangent also makes 90 degree, and here you can see this is 90, this is 90, or this is 90 also. So alternate interior angles are equal. If two lines, if alternate interior angles are equal, it means what? It means the line are parallel. So correct answer is parallel. Next question, in a triangle ABC and DEF, let's draw a random triangle ABC and DEF. It is given that angle B is equals to angle E, angle B is equals to angle E, angle F is equals to angle C, angle F is equals to angle C. If two angles are equal, read here, it is given congruent, similar, means here it will be used congruency and similarity concepts. So if two angles are equal, it means by default third angle will be also equal. So by A similarity, it is similar. So triangle ABC and triangle DEF are similar. It has proved. But now what about congruency? Congruency is for congruency, side must be equal, but for similar, side should be in equal ratios. But here it is given side, it shows that sides are not equal. It means this is not congruent. It means this is not congruent but similar. So find the correct answer. This is congruent but not similar. No, similar but not congruent. So this is correct answer, option number D. Let's solve next question. This is given if minus 1 power n plus 1 plus minus power. Here you can see this is a very important question. How? Here you have given minus 1 to the power n. Here we don't know about n, but next is given minus 1 to the power 8 and saying that if you solve this, this gives you 0. So what mean by this? Here you have given to plus sign. Why? What mean by this? It means two numbers. When we add two numbers, its result is 0. It means what? It means this, one number is positive, another number is negative. Either this or both number are 0. Because if we do plus plus, then gives you 0. But here it has proved that minus 1 to the power anything does not is equals to 0. Minus 1 to the power n minus 1 to the power 8. So here concept is used. If minus 1 to the power n, if value of n is even, it means this gives you plus 1. Why? Because minus 1 and let's put n even 2. So minus 1 multiplied by minus 1 gives you plus 1. If you put here 3, not 3, 4 even. So minus 1 plus 1, then minus 1 multiplied 4 times, this gives you plus. So minus 1 to the power even gives you positive number. So here this minus 1 to the power 8, 1 multiplied by any times 1 gives you 1. But sign is crucial. So minus negative number minus 1 minus sign is power is even. It means this is a positive number. So this is plus 1. So it means what? It means this must be minus 1. When it is possible, if value of n is a odd number. So therefore it is asking about n. N is a positive integer? No. N is a negative integer? No. Here does not matter n is either positive or negative. Matter only one thing, either even or odd. So here n is odd number. So this is very important and conceptual questions. Let's solve next question. Question number 10. Two polynomials are shown in the graph below. Number of distinct zeros. Zeros, what is meant by zeros? Here you have to find zeros. It means they are crossing the value of x. If value of polynomials in variables are x. So it means their graph are cutting how many times x-axis. The number of times where the graph is cutting x, passing through x-axis, that will be answer zeros, number of zeros. So here this, for this equation you can see it crosses only 2 times from x-axis, so answer is 2. And for another it is also 2. What mean by this? They are passing from same points, it means their zeros are same. So here option number C is correct answer. Next question. Next is question number 11. If the sum of first m terms of an AP are given, then you have to find second terms. Here you have given sum. What is sum? Sum Sm. Here sum is given m form, variables form. So we can say Sm is equals to 2m square plus 3m. Here first m term. So m is number of terms. So if we go to replace value of m is 1, it means what? Value of m is 1 means first sum of first term. Sum of first term means what? Sum of first term is itself first term, because there are no any other terms which will be adding with first term. So S1 means A. Here replace value m by 1. This gives you 2 into 1 square plus 3 into 1. If you solve this, 2 1 1 1 is 1, 2 into 1 gives you 2 plus 3 1 is 3, this gives you 5. So value of A is 5. Now find S2. S2 means what? S2 means A1 plus A2, and here A1 means 5. So you can put at place of A1 5 plus A2, and this is S2. So in this value of sum, replace m by 2. If you replace this m by 2, gives you 2 2 ja 4, 4 2 ja 8, 4 2 ja 8 plus 3 2 ja 6. So 8 plus 6 gives you 14. This 5 go another side, minus 5, and so it gives you what? 9. 9 5 14 minus 5 gives you 9. So correct answer is option number B, 9. Let's go solve next question. Here this is again important question. This is for you. Use statistics concepts. How solve this? This is important for you. If you are unable to solve, I will give you answer of this question in last at last of this video. Let's go for next question number 13. Here a card is selected at the random from a deck of 52 playing cards. Obviously in playing card there are 52 cards, and here you are asking red faced card. So if 52 are divided in two parts, two equal, reds and black. So if you divide 52 in two parts, this gives you 26 26. So 26 red, 26 black, and black and red also are in separated two different types. So one type has 13 cards, another has also 13 cards, this also has 13 and 13, and so on. In the 13th there are three face cards, king, queen, jack. After 3 they are numbered card. So that is a clue. How can you find? So here it is asking probability to being a red face card. So how many red face card? So here if you go in red section, there are two types. Go for first type, it has 3 face card, and this is also red type, so this has also 3 face card. So total red face card is 6. Total red face card is 6, and total number of cards is 52. So probability gives you will be 6 upon 52. If you solve this, it gives you 2 3 ja 6 and 2 2 ja 4, 2 6 3 upon 26 is the correct answer of this question. Next question 14. Which of the following is a rational number between -3 and 5? Just remember values of -3 and 5. -3 is 1.73 and root 5 2.23. Which will be between this? Pi is pi? No. Pi value of pi is 3.14 something. So pi is beyond their range. Is 1.41? No, because 1.41 is below, less than 1.73. So correct answer is 1.85, because this is above greater than root 5. Between root 3 and root 5, so lie between smallest, above smallest, and lower than largest number. Largest number is root 5, which is 2.23. Smallest is root 3, and root 3 is 1.72. Let's solve next question. Next question is, if a sector of a circle has an area of 40 pi square unit, then central angle. So area of sector, what is the area of circle? Area of circle is pi r square. So this pi r square is for 360 degree. If you go for 1 degree, it gives you 360 upon pi r square upon 360. But if you go theta, so area of sector theta upon 360 pi r square. Theta upon 360 degree pi r square. Here you have given sector area of sector is 40 pi square, and a central angle is 70 degree, and you have to find radius. So value of theta upon 360 pi r is equals to 40 pi, and value of theta is given 72 degree. So replace theta by 72. This gives you. Here you can cancel pi. Don't need to put value of pi. It will only increase your workload. Here you can just cancel value of pi. Here now r square, this is 40. Now solve this question. R square is equals to 40 into 360 upon 72. Now you play smart. Here this is 40. Just solve this. This is 42 times 20. This gives you 3. Now don't do anything. Here you can see 31 ja 30, 30, 10 ja 360, and this gives you 2 into 10, 20 into 10. If you 20 into 10, this gives you 200. If you now solve this, this gives you 2 into 100. This is not r, this is r square. So r, value of r will be under root of 2 into 100. So square root of 100 gives you 10, but root 2 is an irrational number, so this gives you 10 root 3, 10 root 2 answer of this question. Go for next question, question number 16. In this given, PA is a tangent. Here this is given, PA is tangent. Just draw, read and draw, read and note what is given, what are in the image, what is value. So it will be helpful when you solve the question. This PA is a tangent, this is PA, and external point P, this is external point P to a circle with center O, this is center. Angle POB, POB is 150 degree. You have to find angle APO. Where is APO? Mark angle APO. This is angle APO. How can you find? This is very easy. Here use concepts of triangle and circle. If a tangent are perpendicular to radius of the point from tangent passing. So this is here angle, this is 90 degree angle. And here you know a concept, if this is a triangle and this is exterior angle of the triangle, it means what? It means this value of this angle is equal to sum of interior angle of opposite sides. Here opposite sides of this point is these two. So let's suppose that this is A and this is an internal B and C. So angle A is equals to angle B plus C. Use the similar concept. This is 90 degree, opposite of 150 is equals to 90 plus this is x. So 90 plus x is equals to 90 plus x gives you a 115. 90 plus x gives you 115. Solve this. X is equals to 115 minus 90. 90 plus 10, 100. 100 plus 15, 115. So correct answer is 25. 25 is the correct answer of this question. Go for next question. Question 17. A kite is flying at a height. Here you have given height 150 meters from ground. Let's suppose this is kite. So height of this kite is 150 meter. And a string. This is a string. This string makes angle 30 degree. You have to find what length of the string. So this is length. This is length of the string, and you have to find this. Let's suppose that this is x or h anything. Here this is a triangle. Here you can see this is theta. Theta is 30 degree. This makes 90 degree because this is height. Here just calm down and think angle. For angle, the given value is, what is the given value? 150. And for theta, 150 is, this is a perpendicular P. So you have given P. Why I assume this H? Because this is 90 degree and it makes hypotenuse. That's why this H. So now think, what is ratio P and H? P by H or H by P? And think that you can recall. So P by H, P by H, P by H gives you perpendicular by hypotenuse, gives you sine theta. So sine theta means sine 30 degree. P means 150 and H means height, length of the string. So sine theta 30 is equals to 100 by H, sine 30. Now we have just used 1 by 2 in previous questions, not just previous, but in this section we have used 1 sine 30 is equals to 1 by 2. This is 100 upon H. Now solve this. This gives you H equals to 2 into 100 gives you 200. Yes, it will be answer 200. No, but this is, there is something wrong. What is wrong? This is P by H sine theta. Oh, sorry, it is my bad. This is not 100, this is 150. This is 150. It is 150. So this is 2 into 150. 2 into 150 gives you 300. So height is equals to under root of 300. If you go to solve this, this gives you 3 into 100. This 100 gives you 3. This 100 square root of 100 gives you 10 under root 3. So 10 root 3 is the correct answer of this question. So correct answer is, again, this does not match. So correct answer should be 10 into root 3, not 10 into root 3. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, again my bad. I apologize. Here this is already H. This is already H. H is 300, not this. It is wrong. When we find by concept using Pythagoras trig, then it will be under root. So this is only 300. So H is 300. Correct answer is 300. You will do the same mistakes. Be careful. The same mistakes will happen in examination. So you must have to do practice and be careful while solving the questions. Don't lose your focus. If you do a silly mistake, then you will lose your marks. So be prepare, be conscious while solving your question. So next solve question. Next question. Question number 18. Here you have given a piece of wire 20 centimeter long is bent into a form of an arc. If let's suppose that this is a piece of wire, if we bend this, it will be this arc. So length of this wire is equals to perimeter of this arc. So, and this arc of a circle, radius given 60 into pi. And here you have to find center to the arc subtend angle. You have to find angle. Means let's suppose that this is a circle and this red color is part of the arc. So this arc makes some angle here. So you have to find the angle. So this length of the wire is equals to theta upon 360 into 2 pi r. Yes, obviously because 2 pi is a perimeter of the whole circle, but here it makes theta degree angle. So theta upon 360 2 pi r. Theta upon 360 into 2 pi r. Now value of length of the wire is equals to 20 centimeters. So this gives you 20. Now substitute the values pi and r. It gives you value of theta. Theta upon 360. Don't put value of pi. Again I am repeating, don't put value pi. Why? It is a smart work. Here you have given radius in form of pi. So this pi will be cancel out itself. So pi r is 60 upon pi is equals to 20. Now pi cancel out. Theta upon 360 into 2 into 60. Don't multiply here, just do uh, bring them to another part of the equal sign. It gives you answer. So theta, this is in denominator 360, it will be go in numerator 20 into 360. This is numerator, it comes into denominator 2 into 60. Now solve this. This is very easy. Here 2 1 ja 2, 2 10 ja 20. This 0 cancel out, 10 6 6 ja 36. So 10 into 6 gives you 60. So value of theta is 60 degrees. 60 is the correct answer of this question. Next is assertion decision type. This is also MCQ type question. Here there are two questions. In these two questions, instructions are given. Option A, B, C and D. A will be when both are correct and explanation are also correct. Correct explanation. B is when both are correct, both are true but not correct explanation. C, option C will be when option A is true but second is false. This is also first false, second true. In A and B both are true. So let's solve this question. You will be find easily, but use just a common sense, Let's see. Probability of selecting a number at random from a number 1 to 20 each one. No, it is obvious no. Any numbers, if you find, it will be not equals 1. Why? Because 1 is only when sure. But if we are going to select a number between 1 to 20, we are not sure which number will come. So it does not, probability is 1. So first is wrong. Next, you don't have to think next section. Why? Because first is wrong and first is false. Only D section allow. Another, no any other section saying first is false. So D is correct answer of this question. However, you can read the next part also. E, if an event and P is equals to 1, then it is called sure event. Yes, it is true. So our answer is for question 19 is D. Next is question number 20. Here you have given if we join two hemispheres of same radius along their base, we get a sphere. Yes, this is true. The total surface area of a sphere is 3 pi r square. This is a formula based question. You must have to remember this. If first is true, but this is not a correct explanation. If radius of if total surface area of a sphere is 3 pi r square, however, this is not 3 pi r square. So first is true, but second is not true. So it will be correct answer option number C. Option number C is the correct answer of this question. This is saying about a sphere, not hemisphere. So this is all questions of section A. Section A has been solved. Will we solve next question section in next video. However, I have not solved one question that is a completely formula based question. Give me comment, answer and solution in which formula will be used for that statistics. Then I will or give me comment you want to solution of that question. Then I will solve that question in next section. Again, comment your weakest chapters, topics, so that I can make a dedicated video on that topic, on that chapter. It will be very helpful for you if you do a practice of previous question paper before examination. You will be realize you how are you prepare, what are you doing mistakes, so you can avoid such mistakes in real exam. It will be very strategic, helpful for you to make a practice for previous year question. So solve previous year question paper, download from CBSE official sites, solve them, and if you have any doubt, any confusion, do comment. I will solve the question in a separate video and help you. My motto is help you so that you can gain good marks in your exams and you grow in your study. If this video is helpful for you, so you can like, share to your friends so that they can also be they can also be benefited from the video. You must have to do comment your weak section with parts of mathematics so that I can make a dedicated video on that topics. I will upload section B, C, next remaining sections of this question paper in separate parts. Thank you for watching. We'll meet again soon in another video. Happy learning and enjoy. Bye.